welcome back to Real Culture, man. I want to toast everybody a good or a happy Black History Month. Like I said, hashtag Black Films Matter. All right. So what I did was I reviewed a Netflix movie. You guys know how I feel about Netflix movies. I hate them, but I actually like this one, y'all. It's a must watch, and it's called You People. All right. You People was actually good, and I'm not even a big Kenya Barris fan. Like, I don't like Blackish, Mixes, Ixes, anything. I didn't like Black as Fuck. I'm just not a fan of his. And this movie, I actually enjoyed myself. Like, I was like, oh, okay. Kind of had this redeeming moments to it. And being a Netflix movie, here go another good one. First things first, I actually like the Mo and Ed's podcast. You know what I mean? It was like a podcast I would like really listen to in real life. You know what I mean? You had Mo played by Sam J, and you had Ez played by Ezra played by Jonah Hill. I like how the two bounced off each other. They work really well together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they chemistry, between the actors was amazing, and it kind of elevated the film. Like, you can tell that she was his best friend, and that they understood each other, and that they bounced off each other well, and they overall, you can tell like they had great chemistry. So you got Ezra, tired of being single. You know what I mean? His whole thing in life is just trying to find the right person. You know what I mean? You have like he going to functions with like his parents. You know what I mean? They're trying to hook him up. You know what I mean? His parents are played by David Duchovny and Julie. I can't never say a fucking name right. Julia Louis Dreyfus, right? And they're trying to like really hook him up with like people in their church, and I don't know if that's what Jewish people call their service, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend I know what the name of that service is called. But
Temple.
Okay, cool. Icon just taught me it was called Temple. So they were just trying to find him women just in temple or whatever. So it's my phone. So anyway, he's not feeling anybody. So he kind of runs into a mirror by accident. A mirror is played by Lauren London. And he kind of just runs into her by accident, and they just seem to have a lot of things in common. First off, shoes. So, yeah, she's a sneakerhead, he's a sneakerhead. So, Ezra, Amira, kicking it. It's a montage that goes by. It's months that go by. They've been dating. They kind of feeling each other. Now it's time to meet the parents. The only problem is Amira's parent, she has a parent named Akbar, played by Eddie Murphy. He's black. Like, he's like he is celebrating this month right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's loving it. Like, Akbar don't play. He's black. Right? So the problem is Ezra's white. So it's like, how do I introduce you to my dad without him tripping? One part of the story. All right, so like I said, they both have to meet each other's parents. So the first thing we get is Amira meeting Ezra's parents. And like I said, you got Shelley and Arnold. Shelley, Julie Louis Dreyfus. Arnold, David Duchovny. That's Ezra's parents. So what made their scene funny was that the uncomfortableness of the situation. It was just kind of like, you can see Shelley trying way too hard to show that she what's the word I'm looking for? You can see that she's trying real hard to show that she can understand what Amira is going through. And it was like, that wasn't needed. Amira's looking at her like, you don't have to do all that. Like, you're trying way too hard to see that you're down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of like, the funny parts of those moments were just the uncomfortableness that they put Ezra in. It was just like, he was just kind of looking at his family, embarrassed himself to try to impress his girlfriend, which happens to be black, pretty much. I mean, another good thing that I liked about this movie was I like how they showcase LA. They show, I like when filmmakers really dig deep and show monumental spots in LA, like when they just showcase our city to make it look fly. Like that, they did a brilliant job with that. So also, it had to go the other way around. Ezra had to meet Amira's parents. So, that wasn't as, to me, it wasn't as funny the other way around. Like when Amara met Ezra's parents, it was funny. But when Ezra met Amara's parents, which, you know, like I said, Akbar, and then you have Fatima played by Nia Long, it's kind of like, it was funny, but it wasn't super funny. Like, it was just like, you know, Eddie Murphy and Jonah Hill had some good moments together. But all in all, like, you know, what you saw in the previews is pretty much the best parts. Like, you know what I mean? It was kind of like, all right, you know, we seen that. You know what I mean? Next. So, in all movies, it will always be a conflict. The conflict in this movie was Ezra being from a white family, Amira being from a black family. In the way their families acted, the views were different. That was the split. I think they painted that well. It was like, okay, well, I understand my parents are doing this, your parents are doing that. How are we ever going to fit? Perfect. I can see real life people going through that. And that's my biggest thing with movies. Like, they have that conflict, and sometimes the conflict, most of the time the conflict does not fit, and it's just not needed, or it's over dramatic, or it's just dragged out. It's like it doesn't make sense for the most part. But this conflict actually makes sense. I can see that. I can see me dating somebody of another race and our families not meshing, and it's kind of like it's a strain on us. It's like, I just don't want to do this. I can see that being a real thing. So at the end of the day, like I said, man, you know, it's a movie. They work it out. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell you too much about it because the movie just came out. Like I said, I gave a Netflix a must watch. You know, guys, I really do that. And I'm actually give Kenya Barris, you know, a toast, man. Job well done. I didn't like Blackish. I didn't like Black as Fuck or Black AF or Mixes or what's it, you know, Grownish. What else? I never watched Grownish, but there's still an ish on the end of that motherfucker, and I don't care. So he made up with it with this movie. You People was actually enjoyable. I laughed a great deal, and yeah. With that being said, man, hashtag Black Films Matter. BFM. Thank you guys for checking out my page, and make sure you click that bell so you can see all the videos that I do. Follow me on Instagram. So check out the videos to the side of me, because they're just as dope as the ones you just watched. And with that being said, peace and goodbye.